So I'm Aunty Lisa. I started identifying as a black fella a few months ago. Am I Aboriginal? Yes. Fella. Yes, I am. And I finally feel at peace with who I am. One of the mob.
Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I am Nina.
I'm Jessie.
Today we're reacting to a video by Bering, and the video is called White People Are Identifying as Aboriginal and It's Working.
So, yeah.
That.
Do you know what Aboriginal is?
Oh. Aboriginal is native to the land.
I believe so.
And I'm assuming not white.
I don't know these things. I'm not from Australia.
I'm just assuming not white because it says white people are identifying.
Right.
Put two and two together.
Okay, I need you to be on your very best behaviour for this video. We're talking about a sensitive subject.
Come on, Bering, you can't start a video off like that. You know me.
We're talking about Australian Aboriginals.
That ain't no Aboriginal, fella.
I beg your pardon, what did I just say?
What? That's best behaviour.
They are Aboriginal people.
Oh, come off it. There's a ranger, for fuck's sake.
I know, it's an Australian Aboriginal ranger.
There's no Fanta Aboriginals out there.
Fanta
Originals.
Anyway, the Australian Aboriginal population has exploded in recent decades. Did you know that?
Why?
Well, I don't know. It's a complete mystery. I mean, it couldn't have anything to do with all the perks and grants and benefits.
Yeah.
In 1986, the Aboriginal population was 1.4% of Australians. And in 2021, that exploded to 3.2% of the population.
Tell me, how is this happening?
Well, I think a lot more people are just finding their Aboriginal roots, and I have a confession to make. I did a 23andMe, and it turns out I am actually 1/4% Aboriginal.
You look like you could have been in the Waffen-SS.
That is disrespectful! So anyway, there's this guy, Fanta Pants is an Aboriginal. He found his Aboriginal roots just like me. There's this chick, she's Aboriginal. Give her land rights now. We got this bird, pure Aboriginal. Well, not pure. She's probably like 1/4% Aboriginal.
It's like borderline albino.
I know. And we got this chick. She's an Aboriginal too.
Oh, fuck off.
So you can't get mad at me for making Aboriginal jokes. I'm just making fun of my own.
A lot of Karens in this, and male Karens. You ever notice how they kind of all look the same?
Yeah.
Kind of look like they're dead inside, but they're smiling, but there's no soul behind the eyes.
Well, that's called stealing people's identities for gain.
Yeah, well, I think we all knew this would happen. Once men started identifying as women, this was just the next step.
Well, when you put value, it's not even the men as women. It's not even just the men as women thing, but this also goes with it. When you put value on a race or an ethnicity or a gender at that point, people are going to claim into it. If there's a benefit to being gay financially, people are going to claim to at least be bisexual to get the financial benefit.
I mean, how are you going to...
Even if they're straight.
How are you going to prove it?
Exactly. If there's no need to prove it, let's say that they get free health care if you're gay, right?
Watch me have sex with this woman. I'm gay.
But no one's going to do that.
Right.
You just claim it, and that gets you in. Let's say there was $2,000 a year if you're gay from the government. People put down that they're bisexual, not because they are, but because they want $2,000 from the government.
Didn't they do something like that in California?
I don't know.
It had to do with, like, gays. You had to be a gay man or a gay person in order to get specific perks.
I'd love health care.
How do you prove it? It's one thing to be able to prove that you're not a woman, but I don't know how you prove you're gay.
I'd love health care, but free health care only if you're gay is a terrible idea.
Bad.
Not only because it's putting one group ahead of another, but because you're going to have a lot of people claiming to be something that they are not because they want to take advantage of it.
Like men in women's prisons. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I mean? So we're going to have a look at some of Australia's whitest Aboriginals. You ready?
Let's do it, mate.
Let's have a look. Let's go. So the communist premier of Victoria, I'm so glad we moved away from Victoria, apologised to the Aboriginals again.
This Parliament expresses our formal and sincere apology to First Peoples of Victoria for the harm inflicted upon them. This Parliament becomes a place of reckoning, and that reckoning has meaning for all of us who call Victoria home.
So she She's I mean, how many fucking times have we
Like
apologized?
fucking land acknowledgements and shit. It's the same thing, man.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to the people. It doesn't seem it's going to their far off descendants who may not even have much of their culture or life experience or anything like that you're trying to maintain with this.
It's so cringy. It makes me feel like the vomit is coming up from the back of my throat. You know, you can feel it. When I hear these people do the land acknowledgements or we're sorry about our history and past, you can just say that like every time you speak. We're sorry that we did some shit that was bad.
But do they have like, do they have to like, be, like in the United States, they have a lot of programs for Native Americans, right?
Yeah.
But you have to like be a certain percentage.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, so like, do they not have that there?
I don't know. I don't live in Australia.
You know what I mean? Like being point zero, you know, whatever the fuck it is.
Maybe you have to be like half.
I think it's like 20%, like a fifth or more.
Really?
I'm not positive. Don't quote me. I could look it up. No, I can't. I don't have my phone.
if your mom is 100% Native American and your dad isn't, then
That's
you would
50.
be 50%. But then if you have a child with someone who's not Native American at all, is your child considered Native American still?
It'd be 25%.
So
that would
I
get
guess
by.
above 20%. Okay.
I'm not positive that's the number either. Don't like quote me on that. I just know it's based on a percentage.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least you can gauge it. You can actually
But
gauge
you get like free healthcare and stuff. I'm not sure if all the things you get because I am not Native, but you get a lot of perks because that's how they're saying they're sorry. So they don't have to keep saying they're sorry.
Right. We're already doing it.
We're trying to give you the best opportunities we can with these
funds
things.
and
Sorry.
perks and
Yeah,
stuff.
we did that, but we didn't really do that. So here's how we're gonna try and make it up today.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also, anytime they talk, it's still, we're sorry and we sold land and all this.
Yeah.
It's annoying. When I hear these people and they say that, I just want to slap them. I want to slap them really, really hard.
You probably didn't steal anyone's land.
No, I didn't. It's not for anybody. It's not for the people that they're apologizing to. They're saying it because they want to look good. It's all vanity. It's not giving or being like a good person. You're not a good person because you're saying it for a vain reason. You're saying it for an ego reason to make yourself look good.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit about the people that you're apologizing to. And
It's
this
true.
Is the truth.
Apologise now. My people are sick of apologies.
What's that fucking referendum again?
The referendum that failed, the referendum that was voted down, the voice.
Yeah, what was the whole point of that again?
Well, they were going to make like a shadow Aboriginal government and give Aboriginals all sorts of further rights. And we voted it down. We said, no, this is unequal treatment of the population.
It was a spectacular failure. That's all I remember.
It was, yeah. But Victoria did it anyway. Victoria did a treaty with the Aboriginal people of Victoria and they created the Aboriginal Assembly. So this is like a parliament of Aboriginals kind of thing who get like consulted about laws and things to do with Aboriginals and land and blah, 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 blah. So this treaty that Victoria did with the Aboriginals, it was done in 2025. The Act establishes a First Peoples representative and deliberative body named Gelang Wal.
You're going to struggle with this.
Why? It's my people's language. And the treaty was to address obviously past wrongs. A Victorian government inquiry, Uruk in my people's language, found earlier this year that colonial settlers committed genocide against Indigenous people in the state. It was just a little bit of fucking genocide.
Just a little.
For fuck's sake. No, you got to be real careful about joking about Aboriginal things. That was obviously a joke. We're not joking about genocide. Remember Isaac Butterfield landed himself in a spot of bother over Aboriginal jokes?
Yes.
White people in Australia never really culturally appropriated Aboriginal culture because there's nothing that we really wanted except for the kids. Let's be honest, we never looked at tapping sticks and thought, oh, fuck, we need those. Have you ever seen a transgender Aboriginal? Of course you haven't. They're hard to spot because the ladies already look like blokes. There you go.
Oh, dear.
So he got hauled in front of the Queensland Human Rights Tribunal for that joke.
Yeah, it's like the Leslie Jones Milo Yiannopoulos thing.
Yeah, but Milo only got banned from Twitter. He didn't get dragged in front of a human rights tribunal. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, Isaac won that whole thing because they were, in fact, jokes at the end of the day. But my people just need to learn how to take a joke.
Baron, you look like a f***ing Viking. I can't take you seriously when you say this.
Are you disrespecting my Aboriginality?
There's no Aboriginality in Viking.
It is a 0.25%. Land rights now, bitch. And I have a good mind to take you to the Human Rights Tribunal. So anyway, as part of this new Aboriginal Parliament, right, it all just kicked off last week apparently. The first speech was made in Parliament by this brave Aboriginal woman, my sister.
Wakun, Wanang, Nutriong, Warandri Woirong, Mering, Meringi, Morong, Meringi, Ba, Marichi, Meringi.
Inspirational.
I don't know, but I've got the hankering for some meringue right now. Yeah.
Now, I want to take a slight tangent here. Although I am an Aboriginal person, I find welcome to countries. I find them ridiculous. I think the 99.75% of me finds them ridiculous. The 0.25% thinks they are fantastic.
Because it's overcooked.
It is overcooked.
They do it at everything.
Well, you know Darren Hinch?
Yes.
So Darren Hinch is like a news guy. He was on radio. He was on TV in like the 90s and shit. He was like a senator at one point. He's a real conservative. I suppose he would be a bit like a fucking, what's the guy on Fox News, the American guy? I want to say Hannity, but not Hannity,
Which
the other guy,
American
the
guy?
old looking guy. I can't remember his name. But that would be like the American equivalent sort of thing. But Darren Hinch died.
Oh, Jesus.
Darren Hinch died recently at 82. He'd had like a liver transplant in his like 50s or 60s or something. And he died, the poor bloke, God rest his soul. So Victoria held a state funeral for him, right? And they did a fucking welcome to country at the funeral.
Oh, wow.
Aussie slam welcome to country at Darren Hinch's state funeral. And here's Darren Hinch himself tweeting last year, booing was disrespectful on Anzac Day. But welcome to country should not have been there. Diggers fought and died for all Australians. So Darren Hinch, not a welcome to country guy.
Yeah, not a fan.
Anyway, you know Ray Martin, another TV personality. He actually spoke at Darren Hinch's funeral.
He could never really understand the plight of Aboriginal people and the need for reconciliation. It was his blind spot, if you like. He was against the voice referendum. He wouldn't have much cared for today's welcome mark, as beautiful as was, welcome to country. It's all overdone, he used to say.
So this is at Darren Hinch's own funeral. His buddy Ray Martin said, listen, he would have fucking hated that.
You know, it's kind of like, is this a roast?
I don't know.
Are they roasting him?
I don't know. He's dead.
He's dead. So what is this? I don't understand.
Fair.
Why did you do that? I find that incredibly disrespectful. Like at the bloke's funeral, you've even got to welcome him to his own country at his funeral.
Before we consecrate your ashes to the ground.
Just know this was never your land.
Yeah.
The 99.75% of me that is white finds that really, really distasteful. The 0.25 thinks it's awesome. We got this Aboriginal HR woman who battles with imposter syndrome.
I think it's the safest I have felt being an Indigenous woman. I was on country in Alice Springs and Uncle had genuinely understood my imposter syndrome and he just said to me, Kate, how do you have your coffee? And I said, I actually have an iced latte. And he said, I'm a long black myself.
She's got imposter syndrome.
How do you go around telling people that with a straight face?
I know. And what even is the point of Aboriginality? Like, if you look like that, what's the point in saying, yeah, I'm a First Nations people? No, you're not. You're clearly fucking not.
I'm a black fella.
You're like me. You're 0.25% Aboriginal. She struggles with imposter syndrome. I find that really funny.
He said the coffee comes in all different colours. Some have it a little bit milkier, some have it darker than others, but coffee is coffee. And sister, you're one of us. And I think that was the moment where I realised that I had to embrace it and then show up because I think mob right across Australia Post, if you can't see it, you can't understand it, you don't feel the same belonging. So it's my job as a leader in the company to show people my own discomfort so that hopefully I'm helping someone else be a bit braver about coming forward and showing up in the way that they feel more authentic.
Oh, so she works...
I'm so freaking confused.
I said the music's killing me, so they're going blah, blah.
What is...
blah, blah.
All I know is she said something about imposter syndrome.
She's saying that she doesn't feel like an Aboriginal
Tall
because
black.
she's not black. And one other black guy looked at her and said, coffee comes in all colors. Some people have cream, some don't. You're a sister to me. That's what she said. That's the gist.
Well, isn't the customer always right? So
who cares? No one else sees you like that is what his point was, I guess. You can't go out there like, I am Hispanic.
Yeah.
I'm not gaining anything from telling people I'm Hispanic.
Right.
To go out there and to claim something for gain is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, I'm not out there doing these cultural things and talking like that. I'm only giving my perspective as someone who's been raised with my family who is directly from Puerto Rico, as well as my family that grew up United States, regular,
Yeah.
And they're two very different cultures. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not over here like, oh, well, I feel like I'm an imposter in the Hispanic community. No.
Why does she think she's Aboriginal, though?
She probably got a 23andMe test or something.
Oh, but she doesn't look like it.
No, I don't know her history. Maybe she does have more of history. Maybe it's further in her family, though. Maybe her grandparents, her great-grandparents were or something. Maybe none of her is. Maybe it's just a small percentage on a test, and she's claiming it as an identity crisis. I don't claim it as an identity crisis either. I know where I came from. That's why I bring it up, even though I may not look...
Yeah, but
the
you
part.
don't look like her, like pasty white blonde hair.
I've also heard my whole life, hey, what are you? Because I know that you're something. Like, everyone says that to me. I'm not naive to it.
You know who they don't ask that question to? Redheads. They don't.
Even you asked me when we first got together.
Well, honestly, I was stupid. I thought you were Italian because of your last name. So
It ends in Eno. It doesn't, like, so does my sister's, but she's black.
Yeah. So I guess that was stupid on me. But
And she ironically has a different last name than me. That's why it comes up. But yeah, she didn't think she was Italian, but you didn't see her picture.
she could have been. She could have been half.
Half black, half Italian.
Yeah, it's possible.
No.
Well,
Half Puerto Rican, half black. My mom's fully Puerto Rican. My dad is white. My grandma had like very English and Polish backgrounds.
gotcha.
For Australia Post, she's the Aboriginal coordinator or something for Australia Post. And she counsels other workers through their Aboriginal imposter syndrome.
I've never seen a coffee that white.
No, I think it's just milk at that point. So did you ever hear of Aunty Lisa?
Okay, this is getting worse.
No, this
They're getting
is
whiter.
a really funny comedian.
Oh, yeah, she got in trouble recently.
She
Yeah?
got in trouble, yeah. She got cancelled and her friend did a fundraiser for her because she got fired from her job and shit.
Yeah.
They asked for 10 grand and she got like 50 so far. But she is really, really funny.
So I'm Aunty Lisa. I started identifying as a black fella a few months ago. Am I Aboriginal? Yes. Yes, I am. And I finally feel at peace with who I am. One of the mob. Aboriginal identity transcends skin color. I am Aboriginal.
Did you see earlier at the funeral they had the sticks? That's what he thought. That's what she's doing. Did you see it?
Oh, I remember.
That's what she's doing.
End of story.
I like that.
That was the part that got her in trouble, I think.
Yeah.
Why can't she identify as a...
I don't know anything about it.
Leave in the comments below.
Someone explain her sniffing the gas. Is it because they think they're high all the time? Is that the point? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't live in Australia. Australia. I can't do their accent very well. Beering.
Aboriginal. I don't know if she's done a 23andMe like I have. So I don't know if she's a genuine Indigenous First Nation Koori person. But, I'm happy to accept her as one of my own. She's a sister.
Yeah, she's one of the mob.
This is truth-telling. Now, who knows what women as property might look like? Yes, the black fella could sell off or prostitute his own wife, daughter or sister. That's one example, correct?
That's right. We did do that. We did do that for a long time.
Wow, that was a law. They were allowed to do that.
Us black fellas.
Fuck's sake, Barry.
It wasn't a law. Laws didn't exist in the dream time before you white settlers came.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought it was like a special allowance they gave them.
No. That's just part of our culture. That's how we live.
Some say it's just cherry-picking information to push a certain agenda. Now, who's heard of cannibalism?
That's also true. We did do a bit of cannibalism, but it's, it's traditional Dreamtime cannibalism.
That's just bush tucker.
That's right. A bit of Steve on toast if you're hungry. Nothing wrong with that.
But for my people, truth-telling is an important step to healing. application for government grants. Truth telling. Required $1 million.
See, that one's not even that bad. There's nothing that's false in there.
There's the petrol can.
False though, Baron.
Listen, my people have been struggling for a while with the white fellas go juice. It's a problem, and I think I would like to tackle it in the community. I'm actually going to apply for a grant myself because I am part of the 3.2% new Aboriginal.
You know what my favourite government ad was ever? It was an ad with an Aboriginal woman in it who was about, she looked like she was in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, and it was about stopping drinking.
Rico, we're going down to the pub, have a few beers. Come along.
No, I'm going down to the Congress Clinic. Me and my partner just found out we're having a baby.
Hey, deadly.
Hey, fellas, did you know grog during, before and after pregnancy is no good for mum, baby, myself? So I can't do it.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah, no worries, brother.
Best day.
Hey, brother, I think it'll be best if I come with you, yeah?
Yeah, come on, then.
Grog before, during and after pregnancy is no good for dad, mum and bub. Drinking grog when pregnant can cause fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, or FASD.
Yes, my people have also struggled with that too. And
Listen. I'm not trying to be woke or anything, but like the dad should be able to drink. What's he gonna, like, maybe he's a douchebag, right? But if he's not, why can't he have a drink or two? Why is it bad for the baby if dad has a drink or two?
That's a fair question.
He already did his thing. And you don't know when you're doing it if you're drunk or not. You know what I mean? You don't know if that's going to result in pregnancy. So beyond that, when would you not, like, that's the only time I could be like, don't drink there could probably make things harder, right? But like...
I mean, dealing with a pregnant woman, you probably need a few drinks.
Probably, maybe. I mean, I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm not saying the woman should be able to drink, but the man, he's not holding the baby.
A glass of wine, I don't think is going to kill a kid.
I don't think I think you should refrain.
Yes, you should refrain.
Yes.
But if you have one glass of wine in the 9 months, then I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah, I get what your point is. Yeah. Yeah, but like the dad has literally no bearing on the kid.
I know. Hi-yo.
Bearing, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said it makes it harder. That was a joke. Unintentional.
that is why you should pay reparations to the 0.25% of me. Visit Sugar Tits, she's got a channel.
Yes, I do.
Thanks very much for watching.
Okay, that's the end of that one. I
guess we kind of said our piece.
Yes, we did. Like and subscribe.
Comment below.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.